Yo, guys, welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast with myself, Cav. Listen, like, share, subscribe. Just want to quickly go on a little roundup of the weekend's games. So I won't hold you, so I appreciate everybody watching. But listen, we've got to start off with my boys. My boys, we are back. Beautiful performance against Crystal Palace at the weekend. Arsenal 5, Crystal Palace nil. And listen, I was confident about the game. Palace have been horrible lately. They haven't been playing that well. Hodgson, I think he's on his last piece of string. I think he goes. We saw Graham Potter in the crowd. Potentially, he could be the next Palace manager. I think he'll be a good fit for Palace. But listen, man, Palace obviously missing Elise out again, missing Decore out of injury, missing IU as well. So they were a bit weakened. But listen, Eze, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Eze is just a class player, quality player, best player on the pitch for Palace, I believe. I just think he's got to get a move now. I think he deserves a move to a top six club. I think Palace, no disrespect, but I think he's better than Palace. His quality is better than Palace. And I just hope it isn't a thing where ends up like a Wilfred Zaha situation where you stay there a bit too long. Um, Obviously, we know Zaha got the move to Man United when he was younger and then moved back or whatever. But I just think Eze is just he's of a beautiful quality, and I just think he deserves a move. Hopefully, in the next maybe the summertime, he gets that move. Could he do well in the Arsenal team? I think Eze would do brilliant in the Arsenal team with the players that he would have around him at much higher quality. Do excellent. But listen, back to my boys. I think we played beautiful football. Excellent. It was just easy. We knocked it around easily. We had about 61% possession, numerous chances on goal. Could have scored more than the five that we scored. Glad that Gabby Martinelli is back on the score sheet, but I got to do a special shout out to that man at number 6, that centre back Gabriel, because listen, this season Gabriel has been so immense. This season, so immense. I know a lot of rival fans, they've got this thing about him going down too easily and you can just touch him in the back and he's down or whatever. But listen, everybody does it. But I just think when it comes to Arsenal players, anything Arsenal do, we know that it's just heightened. They don't like us. We know that. They don't like us. Do we care? No, we don't. We just get about our days and we just do our own things. But Gabriel, everyone mentions Saliba, but Gabriel has been absolutely brilliant this season. Absolutely brilliant. The top scoring defender in the last 3 years or so with like 13, 14 goals. He's just getting so much better. He's getting so much better. The partnership he's forming with Saliba is becoming one of the best partnerships in this league currently, alongside obviously Virgil, Kanate. The Premier League's got some brilliant defenders, young defenders on their hands. But listen, man, not going to dwell too much on it because we know it's a long season ahead. I'm not for one getting excited. We beat a below par Palace 5-0. Nottingham Forest away next game. That's going to be a tough game. Obviously, we lost there last season. I think it's going to be different this season. I think we can go there and put a good performance together. So it'll be difficult, but I think we'll get the victory. Listen, now on to that man. That man is back. Ivan TONEY, 8 months out. And he came back with a goal. Beautifully well taken free kick. And, I think his all-round performance was good. Obviously, you could see at times he was off the pace a little bit, but passing, his movement, and you just see he's just got that eye for goal, that instinct in front of goal. It's definitely someone I feel that Arsenal could do with right now. Exceptional player. We know he's an exceptional. Price tag, For me, it's too high. I'm not paying 100 million for Ivan Toney. I think in the summer that price tag will come down, and I think inevitably Ivan Toney could be the one that ends up at Arsenal. You know, and I'm not saying ends up, um, instead of maybe a Gabriel Jesus. Maybe I can see Eddie leaving. I think Jesus will stay. I think, Jesus, I think we need to keep him, to be fair. Just, his goal scoring is not his high point, but we know what he does in and around is exceptional. His movement, his positioning, his hold up play, everything is just brilliant. So I just think if he has someone like Toney to play off of, I think that could be a formidable partnership, those two guys. But yeah, Brentford end up winning the game 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. I know there was a lot of cries about Ivan Toney's free kick. We saw him move it to his right, about a yard to his right, just to get the extra space for the free kick and scored. He actually moved the referee's magic spray or whatever it is, moved it over a bit, but it wasn't seen by VAR, wasn't seen by the referee, wasn't seen by the assistant ref. So he used it to his advantage and he scored. If he does that anywhere else on the pitch, no one complains. But obviously, because of the fact he scored from it, it's a goal, it's come from a goal scoring opportunity, then obviously there's going to be complaints. And as we see, Forest have now written to the PGMOL, just asking for explanation about why that goal was still given. Hey, it happens. It happens. Now, listen, man. Liverpool yesterday. Liverpool went to Bournemouth, comfortably beat Bournemouth 4-0. And yeah, I had Liverpool winning. All day long. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying, "Oh, Salah going to the AFCON and we're going to be weakened, etc., etc." But for me, come on, man, you got Gakpo, you got that man Jota, one of the best, like Kara said, one of the best Liverpool finishes in the last few years. Nunes, we know Nunes. He misses more chances than he scored, but as he got on the score sheet yesterday, and we know that Nunes gets into beautiful positions. He's always going to get opportunity to score. Diaz, Liverpool have firepower. They have enough firepower to cope without Salah for a few games, right? They've already coped without him for a few games and they're getting victories. So I don't really want to be hearing them excuses, but I've seen some fans today saying if Liverpool don't win the league from the position they are now, then they'll kind of be classed as a bottle like Arsenal last season. Listen, man, there's so many games to go. There are so many games to go. Liverpool, yes, 5 points clear, but City have a game in hand. City win that game, it goes down to 2, and then we're back on again. It's a long season. I still believe we're in the title race. I still believe Aston Villa are in the race. Spurs, I don't think so. I think it's a 4-way run between Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Villa for the title. People are not talking about Villa, but listen, man. Listen, they're the underdogs. They're not really someone that people are going to be looking at, but they're going undetected right now. Villa are right there. They're right there. The table doesn't lie. Villa are right there. And Unai Emery is doing a brilliant job with them. So I'm not counting Villa out at all. I'm not counting them out. What else is there, man? In terms of today's news, you've seen Kieran Trippier maybe, on his way out of Newcastle. Not really a surprise. I mean, to be fair, Newcastle, I feel they've gotten out of Trippier what they wanted to get out of him. They got the takeover. They got Trippier in, certain players just to kind of steer the ship and kind of get them to where they are now. I don't think there's much more Trippier can do for Newcastle. Livramento's coming through and he's just looking exceptional. Not to say that Trippier is a bad player, but 32 years old now. Yeah, and we know Newcastle with the FFP, they've got to kind of get rid of to buy, etc., etc. There were rumours today. I saw Callum Wilson links to AC Milan, but AC Milan have categorically come out and said no. They've got Giroud, they've got Jovic, they got strikers there already that are doing excellent already. So, and I don't see Callum Wilson leaving in this window anyway. Maybe the summer, but he's just got to fix up with his injury record, to be fair. But yeah, man, listen. West Ham, they drew as well. Not much to really write home about that. But hey, quick roundup of the weekend. There's Carabao Cup this week. Who's going to get to the final? I don't know. I think my money would be on Liverpool. And I'm going to say Borough. I think Borough are going to do it. So I think it might be a Liverpool-Borough final in the Carabao Cup. But we shall see, man. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's keep going, man.